Call on Ms. Lasky to, on item number 7, which is a public hearing in regards to the proposed application for a CDBG grant. Ms. Lasky.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. The North Carolina Division of Community Investment and Assistance has recently opened a grant opportunity for FY 2012 CDBG funding under Title I of the Housing Community Development Act program. As part of the application, there are 2 public hearings required. The first being tonight to receive comments from the public concerning the housing and economic development needs of the city. There's several categories of funding that are available under this Catalyst program, having to do with housing redevelopment activities, expanding economic opportunities, and these would be principally benefiting persons of low and moderate income. Additionally, application for this grant is consistent with the city's memorandum of agreement that is in place with the Henry Street CDBG project. The grant amount desired is a $500,000 grant, and a second public hearing will be needed to be conducted during the October meeting. Holland Consultant Planners will be preparing the grant application, and I'm here if you have any questions. And right now what we're asking you to do is open and conduct a public hearing to receive comments concerning a possible grant application, receive any comments from the public, and then a motion to close the public hearing and move forward with the application from there.
Okay. Be proper to open the public hearing at this time?
Yes.
Okay, I would declare that the public hearing be open for comments. Anyone that wishes to speak could come forward at this time. If there is no one, I would move that the public hearing be closed at this time. Okay. I believe you're on the next item also.
The next item is the Asbestos Abatement Services Contract Award for the Henry Street CDBG Contingency Project. Through the Economic Recovery Community Development Block Grant, which is also known as the Henry Street Project, the project will require the city to hire qualified contractors to perform asbestos abatement services through the structures located at 1001, 1007, 1009, 1015, 1017, and 925 Henry Street. A bid opening was conducted on September the 7th at 1 o'clock at the Housing Authority, at which time 6 bids were received, and the tabulated sum amounts ranged from $20,550 up to $59,150. A final tabulation outlining all of the results is included in the additional attachment that you have received. Planning and Development Department recommends awarding the asbestos abatement removal contract for the Henry Street CDBG contingency project to the lowest qualified bidder, which is Carolina Lead Abatement, who submitted the lowest lump sum bid tabulated at $20,550 for the asbestos removal at the subject properties.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions of Ms. Lasky? If not, we'll call for a motion to award the asbestos abatement contract for the Henry Street project to the low bidder as recommended. Is Carolina Lead Abatement?
Yes.
Okay, Carolina Lead Abatement.
So moved.
Have a motion
Second.
and a second by Councilman Lawson. Any more discussion on the matter? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed will say no. That motion would be carried. 9B would also be Ms. Lasky.
Yes, this goes with the same Henry Street CDBG project affecting the same properties on Henry Street. After the asbestos abatement takes place, demolition will be the next step involved, in which contractors submitted sealed bids for demolition and lot clearance activities for those subject properties. 4 bids were received during the September 7th bid opening. The tabulated sum bid amounts ranged from $36,000 at the lowest bid up to $46,500, which was the highest. The final bid tabulation outlining results is included in your packets. Planning staff recommends awarding the demolition and lot clearance contract for the Henry Street Contingency Project to the lowest qualified bidder, identified as Carlton Belfield, who submitted the lowest lump sum bid tabulated at $36,000. And if there's no discussion,
Anybody have any
recommend-
questions? Call for a motion to award the demolition contract to Carlton Belfield.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any more discussion on the matter? One more question I would like to ask Ms. Lasky. We are okay with insurance that these individuals doing this work would have liability?
Yes,
Okay.
that is all verified.
Okay, thank you. Okay. We have a motion and a second. No more further discussion. Those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, no. That motion will be carried and awarded to Mr. Belfield. 9C.
I'd like to request that council move this item to the October agenda meeting.
Anybody have any issues with moving 9C to the October meeting?
And the reason?
At this time, it has to do with the process of transferring properties to the Roanoke Rapids Housing Authority, and we're trying to meet the intent of the grant program. And it's part of the application to do so, but at this time, we're just not quite ready at that point.
Do we need to have a motion to do that?
I don't believe so.
You do.
All right, I yield to Mr. Chichester.
Okay, we prefer a motion to
Okay.
move it to the
I'd
October.
like to have a motion to consider moving the item 9C, which is transfer of property involving the Vine Street CBDG project to October regular meeting.
So moved.
You have a motion, or hear a second to
Second.
motion, have a second to the motion. Any more discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next would be item 9D, and I call on our finance director, Ms. Melinda Height, to present this information to us.
Mayor and council, good evening. We bring before you tonight Project Ordinance 2012-16. The city was notified on June 25th of the award of $250,000 CDBG grant funds. And this is with regards of the White's Auto Expansion Project located on 175 Old Farm Road. There are no local funds required for this project. The project ordinance is necessary to appropriate the revenues and expenses so we can move forward. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Could you expand briefly what this expansion will do as far as, what it's going to have? Is it going to have any impact on local jobs and that type thing?
Right now, currently, they employ 41 full-time individuals, and when it's completed, they will have 10 additional jobs created, full-time, 10 additional full-time jobs created. That'll add to it.
Anybody have any questions on Ms. Height? If not, I would consider call for a motion to adopt the attached ordinance.
So moved.
A motion?
Second.
And a second. Any more discussion? There be none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed, no. That motion will be carried. Thank you, Ms. Height.
Thank you.